Before we start the video, I'm letting you guys know that I'll be covering a Dragon Ball TV special next. If you guys want to see Bardock, the father of Goku, covered first, let's get this video to 2,000 likes in 24 hours. If you guys want to see the history of Trunks covered first, let's get this to 2,500 likes in 24 hours. I'll even go as far as to say if we get to 3,000 likes in 48 hours, I'll cover both, one after the other. It's up to you guys, but with that out the way, let's get into the video. The Fusion Reborn movie takes place in a non-canon timeline, confusingly rumored to be anywhere between and post the events of the battle with Majin Buu. The story begins with a tournament held in Otherworld, the Kais of all directions arguing as they watch their champions battle it out for the title of #1. Goku, the tournament's former champion, quickly eliminates the South Kai's pupil in the semifinals, prompting the North Kai's celebration. Simultaneously though, Pikkon, the pupil of the West Kai, advances to the final round as well, both warriors pleasing the Grand Kai, who anticipates the battle's conclusion. Goku and Pikkon stand before each other, the latter stating that the outcome of their battle this time will be different than before. Goku wishes Pikkon good luck, and as their battle commences, another event is about to take place, which will shake the very foundations of creation. Elsewhere at King Yemmas Check-In station, per usual, hundreds of thousands of souls rush in to be passed judgment, Yemma working quickly to send those deserving to both heaven and hell. There's a plane scheduled to take the good souls to the upper world, while the bad souls are sent away, first passing through a soul cleansing machine to purify them and keep hell looking as spiffy as possible. As the spirits pass through, their evil energy being filtered into the two large containers, we're introduced to a young ogre tasked with overseeing operations, though he's distracted listening to his rock music. Nearby, King Yemma can hear the music and tells one of his employees to check it out, all while the soul cleansing machine begins to reach its maximum capacity. The young ogre is still dancing, but is interrupted by another, who informs him that if he wants to keep his job, he'll turn down the music immediately. The boy says he was just trying to alleviate the boredom, and somewhat understanding, his supervisor tells him he can keep it on at a low volume, but insists he chains the soul cleansing tank right away as he walks off. Still distracted by his music though, the young ogre continues dancing as the tank overflows with evil energy, soon triggering an explosion that knocks Yemma out of his seat. Informed of what's happened, the boy's supervisor rushes back and tells him to run away immediately, but more of the surrounding tanks explode as the evil energy engulfs him, prompting a transformation before everyone's eyes. King Yemma voices his concerns about the thousands of years of spiritual waste all being released at once, and when the smoke clears, a formidable yellow behemoth of immense power emerges, known as Janemba. Janemba's first order of business is to place a barrier around the check-in station of Otherworld. This barrier prevents King Yemma from maintaining order between realms, and with the King of Ogres trapped, the souls of Otherworld are free to return to the land of the living, heaven now unprotected and the gates of hell wide open. Meanwhile, Goku and Pikkon continue their battle, though both appear to still be warming up. The atmosphere around everyone changes though, catching the attention of the Kais as a barrier envelops the Otherworld arena. On Earth, the dead return to the world of the living, showcasing strange appearances with characters such as Dracula, the Dictator, and even zombies. At the same time, Gohan and Goten enjoy a meal at home with Videl and Chi-Chi, the latter worried about who will take care of the dishes. Videl offers to help, and during their cleaning session, Chi-Chi questions if she's considered marriage with Gohan yet. Blushing at the idea and breaking a few dishes in the process, their conversation is interrupted when Videl's watch goes off, the police force urging her to come downtown immediately to assist with the ongoing phenomenon. Questioning if Gohan can tag along, Videl is met with confirmation as the two take off. Back in Otherworld, Goku and Pikkon's battle is interrupted when a strange pillar appears in the middle of the arena. Pikkon questions what's going on, prompting Goku to seek the Grand Kai for answers. The Kai deduces the source of the problem must be coming from King Yemma's domain, and when Pikkon offers to go check it out, Goku asserts they haven't finished their fight yet. The Kai, however, tells Goku to tag along with Pikkon to check on Yemma, prompting the Saiyan to attempt instant transmission, though he can barely sense the ogre's spirit. He manages to lock onto something though, and he and Pikkon take off, the two arriving at the transformed check-in station in surprise. Noticing Goku's arrival, Yemma informs him of the situation, the Saiyan exclaiming he and Pikkon will free him soon enough. Taking a shot at the barrier, the two discover that it can't be broken by normal means. Goku opts to give it one more try, but suddenly, Yemma tells him that the monster who caused this this destruction is on the roof of the check-in station. Goku and Pikkon rise to meet the monster, initially startled at its size. Witnessing his innocent expression though, Goku notes he doesn't look very threatening. Aiming to find out himself, Pikkon confronts Janemba, questioning if he's the one responsible for the barrier. However, Janemba responds as a child would, prompting Pikkon to kindly ask him to undo the damage he caused in Otherworld. Sitting in silence, Pikkon loses patience, insulting Janemba and orders him to undo the damage or else. In response, Janemba casually flicks Pikkon away with intense force, surprising Goku, who notes the monster didn't even try at all. Excited, Goku questions the monster's identity, but Pikkon warns the Saiyan, noting Janemba is stronger than he looks. Suddenly, Janemba unleashes a massive surge of energy, surprising Goku, who states that the monster's power is incredible and that he could destroy the whole universe if he wanted to. Goku tells Pikkon he's never felt a power like this and volunteers to take on Janemba himself. However, Pikkon exclaims that Goku just wants all the fun to himself and moves toward Janemba, though the monster points to Goku, exciting the Saiyan even more. Rushing in to decide who will fight first, King Yemma interrupts the two and questions who will be helping him. This prompts Goku to volunteer Pikkon for the job, going on to say that he's gonna lure Janemba down to hell, and once Pikkon's finished freeing Yemma, he can come down to help. Goku then initiates his distraction on Janemba, the monster initially struggling to remove himself from the roof, but succeeds and falls down with Goku. Upon Goku's initial landing, he observes the broken state of hell, noting that Janemba's affecting every dimension in creation. Janemba lands ungracefully shortly after, rising though as he gets the battle started by using his cloning technique to transform the frozen souls of hell into mini versions of himself. This technique surprises Goku as Janemba continues his creation of the clones, all charging toward the Saiyan and delivering a smash toward the ground as he manages to dodge. The clones continue rushing in though and pile on top of Goku, but the fighter unleashes some of his power and kicks them all away, prompting them to disappear as he stands ready for the next attack. Back on Earth, Gohan, now dressed as the Great Saiyaman, unleashes an energy attack at a few zombies, while Videl kicks a few away. Gohan rushes beside her and launches another ki blast in excitement, eliminating more of the dead. Videl questions what's going on, but carefree, Gohan states he doesn't know, but says it's better than doing dishes. However, a familiar voice shouts from afar, telling the two not to get overconfident. On a rooftop in the distance, Frieza reveals himself, shocking Gohan. Impressed that a common stranger knows his name, Frieza assumes his reputation has spread throughout the universe. However, Gohan notes that he's no stranger and that he battled Frieza on Namek years ago. Now recognizing Gohan as the child he fought along with Piccolo and the others, Frieza grows surprised as the fighter removes his cape and accessories, reintroducing himself as the son of Goku and protector of peace. Videl cheers for Gohan as his performance was impressive, and noting that killing the son of Goku is the next best thing to the Saiyan himself, Frieza orders the other villains to attack. The hundreds freed from hell, battled over the years, rush toward Gohan. Unbothered, Gohan charges in, flying past all the others and targets Frieza, who he immediately gut punches and blasts into oblivion. When the smoke clears, the remaining villains run away in fear, prompting more cheering from Videl as Gohan celebrates his victory with a Saiyaman dance. Meanwhile, we cut to Hercule struggling against a few zombies in an alleyway. Celebrating his victory as he manages to break free, the champ is interrupted when another zombie comes rushing in, though he quickly dispatches it. Deciding his talents would be put to better use in front of a camera, Hercule walks off to find the press, though unaware of the large group of the dead following behind him. We then cut to Goten and Trunks, who are out searching for the Dragon Balls. They stumble across the 4-star ball in a golf hole, and when Goten praises their efforts in locating the orbs, a golf ball comes flying in, smacking the boy in the face. Sitting in pain, Goten rises to leave when Trunks tells him to hurry up, but not before hiding the golf ball in the hole to teach whoever hit him a lesson. Unbeknownst to the boys though, an old couple come across the ball in tears of joy, the man happy that he finally achieved his dream of making a hole in one. Later at Capsule Corps, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Bulma, and Videl gather with the 7 Dragon Balls collected. Bulma tells Gohan to do the honors of calling Shenron, and with a chant, the dragon emerges, much to everyone's surprise. Exclaiming that he's come to grant 3 wishes, Shenron is tasked by Gohan to return the dead back to where they came and restore the natural order of things on Earth. However, Shenron states this isn't possible, as he can return the souls to where they came, but there's nothing to keep them there. He goes on to say that the barrier between dimensions has failed somehow, and that it's beyond his power to restore it, confusing Gohan and the others. As everyone grows silent, questioning their next move, Shenron cuts in, requesting for someone to make another wish. Back in Otherworld, Pikkon continues his work on the barrier as he launches a super energy bomb, though the attack has no effect. Moving in closer to examine his progress, he grows angry and yells at the barrier, causing it to crack under pressure. This development surprises Pikkon, who questions how such a phenomenon is even possible. Going with the flow though, he continues insulting the barrier, cracking it immensely. Down in hell, Janemba rushes toward Goku, using the sleight of his hand to manipulate the distorted pieces of Otherworld around them. The matter falls and nearly crushes the Saiyan, who somehow manages to evade them all. However, Janemba unveils another trick up his sleeve, encasing Goku in the heavy objects as he runs toward him, gaining momentum. Rising from the debris, Goku is taken aback to see Janemba closing in on him at breakneck speed, hardly having time to move as the being crashes through and sends the Saiyan flying. Regaining his composure, Goku rushes in to attack, but Janemba is surprisingly agile, leaning back to kick Goku away. Goku rushes in again, only to be smacked away this time. Janemba then uses his illusion smash technique to punch Goku with a created portal, repeating the process to juggle the Saiyan around. Janemba eventually lands a more devastating attack that could have crushed Goku, but the fighter manages to land on his feet and lift the monster's hand. Janemba takes the opportunity to open another portal, but Goku sees it coming this time, utilizing a powerful energy blast to hit Janemba at the source. Capitalizing on the monster's position, Goku powers up and unleashes a Kamehameha. However, Janemba, possessing a strange arsenal of techniques, creates a copy of Goku who fires an exact version of the Kamehameha. This triggers a massive explosion as the beams collide. When the smoke clears, Goku stands in awe having witnessed the technique, and Janemba responds with laughter. Opting to finish things quickly before Janemba gets out of hand, Goku gets serious and powers up to Super Saiyan 2. At the same time, Janemba oddly wiggles the holes in his belly, utilizing his rapid energy cannon to fire powerful blasts at Goku. The shots let off as a machine gun would, Goku dodging them all as Janemba continues tracking the Saiyan with relentless energy fire. The assault concludes as the monster lands on his stomach and detonates similar to a nuke, rupturing hell as Pikkon, above it all, continues his work assaulting the barrier. Soon after, Goku unleashes more of his energy, the depths of the underworld echoing with his screams of fury as he plans to unleash his most devastating form. Janemba looks on as the Saiyan continues his transformation, the magnitude of it shaking the tournament grounds of the Grand Kai. When Goku finishes his power-up, the smoke clears and we witness the legendary Super Saiyan 3. Now in a darker, more serious tone, Goku tells Janemba to be proud of himself, as only Majin Buu has pushed him this far in battle. In response, Janemba grows excited and claps, prompting Goku to exclaim that this monster may act innocent, but he's deadly, and declares the end of the battle. Goku rushes in and dodges a punch from Janemba, wasting no time as he unleashes a relentless assault of punches and kicks, pushing the monster further into the air. Janemba attempts to use the manipulated objects of Otherworld to crush Goku again, but it's to no avail as the Saiyan flies through them and punches Janemba into the air. Following up, Goku unleashes a devastating punch that sends Janemba crashing below, the being having little time to react as Goku prepares a double handheld ki attack and charges in. With ferocity, Goku smashes Janemba overhead with it, sending his body into itself as he screams out in agony, Goku landing in the distance and assuming victory. However, things quickly take a turn for the worst as Janemba's body morphs grotesquely, transforming itself into a form similar to that of an alien from another planet, Introducing Super Janemba. Back on Earth, the dictator and his army are rampaging the streets, halted by Goten and Trunks, who arrive to put a stop to it. However, the man refuses to give up, responding by ordering his soldiers to fire their heavy artillery at the boys. Trunks responds by using a bit of his power to decimate a nearby tank, sending it crashing into others like a bowling ball to pins. The dictator orders his men to continue attacking, but the two boys power up to Super Saiyan, surprising the man, who ponders recruiting the two instead. Back in Hell, Janemba charges toward Goku, the two attacking and blocking each other's blows. Janemba uses his tail to try and hit Goku, but the latter expertly uses his surroundings to evade and kick the monster in the face. In response, Janemba grabs Goku's leg, though Goku interrupts his move and kicks him in the neck. Goku follows up with a ki blast at Janemba, but the monster swiftly creates a dimension hole that swallows the blast, redirecting it through another portal that forms behind Goku. Regaining his composure, the Saiyan rushes in and delivers a few more blows to Janemba. Following up with another handheld ki blast attempt, Goku's evaded by Janemba's dematerialization, reappearing with a cosmic illusion and blasting the Saiyan with a more devastating attack. Responding to an injured Goku with a sinister smile, Janemba unleashes his Hell's Gate attack, the destructive force of his enemy too much for Goku to comprehend. The attack detonates, and up above, Pikkon continues his work on the barrier, now caved in substantially. Growing irritated though, he says Goku will pay for this sick joke he's playing on him, and we cut back to the Saiyan, who took the brunt of Janemba's Hell's Gate technique. Teleporting in front of Goku, Janemba picks up a stone spike on the ground in front of them, utilizing his gift of matter manipulation to transform it into a blade. He wastes no time as he charges in and swipes at Goku, though he barely manages to evade as he's met with another swipe, this time shattering the ground beneath them. Goku launches a ki blast that's cut in two by Janemba, but the second half makes contact with his body and explodes on impact. Goku gains some distance as Janemba gazes at his prey through the resulting fire and flames, retaliating by effortlessly delivering a dimension sword slash, cutting Goku and drawing blood. The attack also sliced away a manipulated object created by Janemba's previous form, revealing Goku attempting to recover behind it in pain. Janemba pursues him though and almost takes off his head, settling for some of the Saiyan's hair as he chases him through the depths of hell. Goku's grunts of pain are heard as his depleted energy makes it harder for him to avoid more incoming slashes, the result being his tattered body falling into a blood pond in base form. As Goku stares up at a confident Janemba, the monster continues his assault, slicing the blood pond until Goku's encased in enough of it to land a clean, finishing blow. As Janemba moves in to finally finish his enemy, a sudden blast fires past Goku and hits the monster, the trajectory of his final slash knocking Goku from the blood pond's remains. Landing on his knees, Goku is met by Vegeta, who tells the Saiyan once again that if anyone's going to end his existence, it's going to be him. Goku wonders how Vegeta could have gotten his body back, but Vegeta, appearing in Super Saiyan, reveals he's just as confused as he is. Goku asserts it must have something to do with the check-in station being out of commission, but uninterested, Vegeta says he's ready to fight. Goku warns Vegeta that their new enemy is incredibly powerful, but the Saiyan says he has nothing to lose as the afterlife sucks for him and anything is better than his existence in hell. Vegeta then charges at Janemba, but the latter evades his kick, dematerializing from a followed blast from Vegeta to appear in front of him and disappear again. Vegeta catches on to the tactic though, launching another ki blast into Janemba's dimension hole that hits the latter, though an onward assault from Vegeta results in a neck grab from the monster as his elongated arm hurls Vegeta through the depths of hell and knocks him into base form. Janemba throws Vegeta out of eyesight and sent crashing into a large pile of hell spikes. The warrior is caught by Goku, who saves him from impalement. The two injured Saiyans land amongst the spikes and talk, Vegeta telling Goku to leave him alone as he doesn't need any help. Goku, however, fears that he'll need Vegeta's help as Janemba is too powerful. Struggling to stand, Vegeta questions if Janemba can even be beaten, prompting confirmation from Goku, but only if they can manage to work together. Vegeta questions this, as they were beaten easily together, but Goku suggests the fusion technique, much to Vegeta's displeasure. Vegeta asserts that he'll never join bodies with Goku, but Goku exclaims that if he doesn't, they'll both be at the mercy of Janemba, who's already taken the entire universe captive. Vegeta says he'd rather die than fuse, prompting Goku to note that the Saiyan's already been dead, and quotes his words of anything being better than his existence existence in Hell. At the same time, Janemba spots the Saiyan warriors as Vegeta continues his refusal at the idea of fusion. The monster then prepares and unleashes his lightning shower rain attack, firing the powerful glass-type energy shards at his enemies. Goku manages to dodge them all, but a few make contact with Vegeta, Goku rushing over to see if his rival is okay. In agony, Vegeta exclaims he's not okay though, expressing his frustration at witnessing Goku having grown stronger in the afterlife, while he's remained at the same level of power. Goku consoles Vegeta, noting that it's only natural he's progressed given he's been training the whole time in Otherworld. He goes on to say that he's impressed with the Saiyan's ability to maintain his current strength despite the fact he hadn't had a body, but the Saiyan Prince characteristically refuses Goku's pity. In response, Goku dismisses the idea of fusion, noting it's been a while since he and Vegeta have seen each other, and says there's no point in arguing the entire time. He tells Vegeta to get on his feet as Janemba has started moving though, but Vegeta refuses to run, prompting Goku to note that they'll be slaughtered if they fight the way they are now. Recognizing that there's only one option left, Vegeta agrees to the fusion technique, surprising Goku. Suddenly, Janemba unleashes another lightning shower rain attack, Goku using instant transmission to get away with Vegeta, as the entire area they once rested in is completely decimated. At the same time, the North Kai, watching the unfolding events on a TV at the Otherworld tournament grounds, believe Goku and Vegeta to have been eliminated by Janemba. Staring at the barren wasteland, Janemba assumes the same and revels in his victory, his energy swelling in a massive explosion as Goku and Vegeta are seen preparing on the other side of Hell. Explaining the fusion technique to Vegeta, Goku notes that it won't work if their spiritual energies aren't harmonized. Their power levels have to be exactly the same, and they have to move in perfect sync, both postures mirroring one another. The phrasing of this catches Vegeta's attention as Goku demonstrates the technique, but Vegeta exclaims there's no way he's performing such a ridiculous pose. Goku questions why, as there's no other way to fuse, and the Saiyan Prince notes that they're warriors, not ballerinas. Goku, however, says it's the end result they're concerned with, attempting to lighten the blow as he tells Vegeta they're all alone out there, so nobody will see them. At the same time, Janemba continues his maniacal laughter, while King Yemmas scolds Pikkon from the inside of the barrier, exclaiming that he'd be finished by now if he wasn't taking a break ever so often. Back on Earth, Goten and Trunks continue their battle with the living dead, the dictator sending in more of his troops as the boys continue destroying them. In Hell, Goku and Vegeta harmonize their energies, attempting the fusion dance, though Vegeta messes up the final move. The two fuse and land in front of a surprised Janemba, transformed into Veku, a fat and failed version of the technique, much to the shock of an informed Northern Kai and others watching. Veku charges toward Janemba, but he's punched in the face and sent flying across Hell with a ki blast, standing before the monster bruised. Janemba appears in front of Veku and treats him like a punching bag, knocking him from side to side and flipping him over, though the wounded warrior responds with a fart in the monster's face. Janemba attempts to hit Veku, but the pudgy warrior evades and runs away, fleeing through Hell, though Janemba pursues him. As the Kais watch the unfolding events, the Grand Kai asserts that Goku and Vegeta may actually last the entire 30 minutes. Veku continues sprinting away, but falls as Janemba trips over him, the fused fighter sliding in and accidentally landing a punch to the monster's gut. Confident, Veku rises to his feet and charges in, but Janemba delivers a kick to his face, stressing the North Kai, who tells Veku to fart again. Veku rushes in again but falls in front of Janemba's feet, the latter laughing at the warrior's weakness as the North Kai notes Veku has 10 minutes left. Veku is beaten in that remaining time, using the last few minutes to employ his rabbit feet technique, running away as Janemba sits in awe. Back on Earth, Goten and Trunks continue messing around with the dictator in base form, while Veku hides from Janemba, grabbing a piece of debris from a stone spike. Janemba spots Veku nearby and uses his savage skewer technique, reconfiguring it into a growing, spear-like object meant to puncture his opponent. Goku and Vegeta, however, split from their fusion at the very last second, flying in to deliver a punch to Janemba's face, frustrating him as they escape. Flying off, Vegeta angrily questions what happened, prompting the North fourth Kai to contact Goku telepathically, informing him that Vegeta's hand wasn't in the proper position. In disbelief, Vegeta grows angry at failing the fusion on such a technicality, but Goku encourages him to try again, and they prepare themselves. However, a devastating attack comes hurtling in moments after, revealed to be Janemba, who found the Saiyan duo. Charging at Vegeta, Janemba's met with resistance when Pikkon kicks him, alerting the Saiyans that he'll distract the monster while they perform fusion. Goku and Vegeta take off, and when Janemba attempts to pursue, Pikkon stops him, noting he must have the same weakness as the barrier he's been working to break. Janemba charges in and Pikkon insults him, causing him to shatter as the fighter unleashes a barrage of blasts and hits the monster head on. At the same time, Goku and Vegeta perform the fusion dance, all while Pikkon is struck by Janemba. The fighter screams out in pain as the Saiyans successfully perform fusion this time, Janemba disregarding Pikkon as a bright ray of light flashes, revealing the all-powerful warrior, Gogeta. As Gogeta's energy swells, Pikkon notes how amazing it is before losing consciousness, and on Earth, Goten and Trunks sense that their dads fused, opting to join them as they power up and fuse into Gotenks. In Hell, Gogeta notes that he's neither Goku or Vegeta and declares the end of Janemba's reign of terror. Fearful, Janemba is taken aback but powers up once more, Gogeta noting that every force he creates has an echo and that his own bad energy will be his undoing. He then unleashes his Punisher Drive technique, sliding forward and using rapid movements to successfully land hits on Janemba. Without hesitation, Gogeta delivers 2 devastating knee strikes to Janemba's head and finishes the combo with a kick to his face. Landing gracefully, Gogeta turns toward the monster, raising his hand to create his Stardust Breaker that he clenches and throws toward a pursuing Janemba, landing an ineffective punch to the Saiyan warrior's face. Janemba is soon consumed by the Stardust Breaker's destructive force, completely obliterating him, along with the many years of spiritual waste. The aftermath results in a young ogre being restored to normal as he looks up at an imposing Gogeta, growing fearful as he runs away, though our hero laughs as the universe is saved once more. On Earth, Gotenks cleans up the remaining dead, utilizing his Super Ghost Kamikaze attack to spawn his own group of soldiers, using them to wipe out the dictator and his men. Back in Hell, Goku thanks Vegeta for his help, though the latter says he should be thanking Goku instead. Goku asserts he loved every minute of them working together again, and as Vegeta's soul returns to the natural confines of the underworld, Goku bids him a farewell. The natural order of the living and the dead is restored, and King Yemma goes back to business as usual. Gohan, Videl, Goten, and Trunks fly home, but not before the 2 young boys reveal to Gohan and Videl that they saw them kissing in the city, prompting Gohan to chase them home as the world returns to normal once more. In my opinion, Fusion Reborn is probably the best Dragon Ball Z movie to date. Although others have definitely gotten my attention, the reveal of Gogeta, coupled with Vegeta's fate in Hell and the creation of such a unique villain, really made me enjoy this movie even more. But what did you think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.